And there we go. Nokia has been taken prisoner, and we now control all 4 Dokuganru commanders. While I was fiddling around, there were a few other events that happened, one of which just basically explained a little bit more behind the backstory of the demon army. I think that's where they explained that the Kurohime is the daughter of the demon Xavier, and there they also introduce the last apostle. I think his name is, what was his name? Whatever, we'll just call him Potato Head because he literally looks like a potato head. So that potato head guy has a really bad stutter, but he's pretty damn evil. So yeah, serves to thicken the plot a little bit. So now that all 4 apostles of Demon Xavier and Demon Xavier himself are established in what was formerly known as the Shimazu country, they are now going to try to actively, conquer us. Do keep in mind that the demon army, if there are any other nations that are still neutral to you, they will eventually take over all the other countries. So if you have not declared war on them already, then they will basically auto capture those countries, and they will kill off all the commanders, the unique commanders or the special commanders of each nation. That being said, though, for some reason they don't attack Texas, which is the Asai Asakura nation. Like they don't attack them for some reason. So that's such as like, well, whatever, okay. Maybe Demon Xavier doesn't really see them as a threat, so that's why they leave him alone. But I don't know. That's just what happens. Anyways, now our last order of business is actually physically take over Dokuganru, and that's what we will do now. And so for this, we shall send out the usual. Where are they? Right. So as you can see, this battle is also pretty much the same as you see in every single battle, as long as you play normal at least. So they all have 3,500 troops. I don't know why this guy is called Anal Mega Nick, something like that, but I think it's probably a vague sexual reference, but whatever. This time though, they've got 2 different units, and they've got 2 guard units, and they'll always be like this. I think Atarui was also in the previous attack as well, but whatever. Luckily for us, all our most important commanders have speed buffs. Elena doesn't really need any because she's already fast enough anyway, and also on top of that, she's a Divinity unit, so Divinity units are naturally very fast to begin with. One good thing about having Iruza have speed boost is that whichever unit has only 1 remaining action flag can no longer move, so that'll save a little bit of time for us. Another way you can actually easily win battles is to have Yamagata Masakage and Baba Shoen go into battles and just keep using their battle morale boosts. That you could just keep doing that and you could automatically win. Now here comes our biggest DPSing attack of the battle. We might as well go ahead and attack the Ataruri because he's the only remaining unit that has any action flags left. Or other than Etta Binin or whatever his name is. So we're gonna go ahead and attack Atarui because that's the just barely. I'll just transfer action to Iruza because the Etabinin person is going to act again like that. And if we do this, then yeah. And send him against guard. And then I think Abarakudo-san can give Natori 1 last charge there. I'll just use that. Look how much damage Abarakudo-san can do using a Yokai Ward. Easily one of the best units to use against Dokuganru. And with that, we have successfully won the battle. So here, okay, so let me explain this a little bit. Oh, now that I remember, maybe I should level Rance up a little bit more. Damn. Okay, so here's the thing. Once you capture Dokuganru, the thing about Dokuganru is that he's level 60. Rance is right now currently only level 53. It's recommended you get Rance up to at least level 55 or so. I don't know exactly how high of a level he needs to be, but the thing about Dokuganru is that you're always going to have this solo commanded battle. If you're not leveled high enough, Dokuganru will always kick your ass, and it'll give you a game over. I don't know if Rance is right now high enough level for this, but in the case he isn't, I'm going to have to go back and try to rank it up a little bit more in order so that he's ready to fight Dokuganru. Also, Sill's level cap is also always 3 levels behind Rance's. But for the time being, I'm going to try to attack Dokuganru, though I'm not really too sure if it's going to work. Because Dokuganru may have a... Okay, that's a special attack, okay. So here's another thing. Dokuganru will... If you get his HP back down lower than half HP, he'll auto-heal himself. Always. He'll constantly do that. And the only way to prevent that is to... talk to his wives, the special commanders of Dokuganru, and they'll tell you his secret, which is basically involving Rance telling him not to use eye drops, because that's what he uses. Makes sense, right? But that's all it is. From then on, Dokuganru can't use his eye drops anymore. But there is a way, if you want to speedrun it, there is a way to defeat Dokuganru just straight up. And it's to basically deal enough damage to Dokuganru where Rance can just basically normally attack and then use a special attack at the very end. But for the time being, we'll just attack again. Let's see if he uses his... Yeah, he's gonna use his little thing there. I'm not too sure if the let's see, second. Because we run a risk if Dokuganru uses his uses his special attack, then Rance is basically dead. And Plane can't take on Dokuganru alone at all. It's just not gonna happen. So what should we do? That's a special attack right there. Okay, maybe this will work. Use a special attack. And, will that work? Oh, 14 HP, wow. So damn close. And Sill is really, really slow. So basically we just lost this battle. We had to reload. So in the event of that, we know that we need to release some of our prisoners here. Two, three, 4, 5, and then 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So that should be enough to level Gets and give them both the Rance. Alright. Now that he's leveled up now, he's going to be able to do more damage to, Dokuganru. So we're going to have to go through this battle again. I apologize for not considering this earlier, but... So there we go, final battle. This time, though, it doesn't seem like we have as good of a starting buff unit here, but... whatever, it's the best we can do. And that's just great. Well, this is off to a terrible start. Just saying. We've already expended so much time, and now we need to try to eliminate some enemies here. I don't think this is gonna work in one try. I'm just saying. Maybe it will, maybe it won't. We'll have to see. Though we are getting mighty close, so we may be able to win this battle. Though I think we're actually gonna win this battle without ever having to eliminate a single unit, though. Which can happen. Interestingly enough. Though they have so many troops that we barely managed to raise our own morale there. I'll try attacking that guy, but it's blocked. There goes our commander charge. No change in boosting morale at all. There she goes. And well, we're gonna win this battle nonetheless, because we're gonna eliminate that Saru Takahiko unit, and that'll boost us over. Not to mention the already heavy damage that we're dealing to them anyway. And with this, might as well just use those on to attack somebody. One shot. And we're done. So now we get to attack him. So the reason why Rance doesn't have a lot of health is doesn't have full health is because we ranked him up. If you rank someone up, or if you level someone up in the middle of a turn, then their health doesn't really catch up with it. So there you go. So as you can see, we do a little bit more damage. So we're gonna try to keep on doing what we were doing. So if I attack now, he's gonna use his little eye drop thing. There he goes. And I'll heal Syl up right now, and then use Rance to attack him. So he attacks there, and I'll use Rance's special attack, get him all the way down to 110, and then Syl will finish him off. Hell yeah! That's how you beat him without having to get the event where you need to capture all of the other Dokuganu commanders. So yeah, so I suppose Rance needs to be at least level 54 in order to do this. So yeah, there you go. So now we have captured Dokuganu. We have defeated the Yokai King. How does Dokuganu close his own eye? In any case, the Dokuganu castle collapses because he's beaten, and yeah. By the way, Dokuganu Masamune drives around in a little car of his, which is actually pretty funny in this game anyway. So Dokuganu is captured. But now what we need to do is get rid of these guys. So unfortunately, we're gonna have to dismiss you, Asakura, and the reason for that is because Dokuganu will eventually come back to us. Also, the reason why I'm not getting rid of Rizna right now is because there is one more H scene that I want to have with Rizna, not because I'm a pervert, but because for the sake of more satisfaction points. Satisfaction points are really lacking right now. They could be a lot better, but nonetheless, we must continue. So, now I suppose what we could do now is right now I kind of want all the other commanders to get together, and then so that we can go around dungeon clearing, so I can show you guys how the dungeon systems work. So yeah, because Masamune, Dokuganu Masamune, and all the other guys have quite a few levels to gain before, you know, get there before they actually hit their max level. So while we're doing that, I suppose I can go and clear Sanhime's events. So changes to love. That's good, I guess. I mean, really, all Sanhime needs is defense, speed and defense, and that's about it. I mean, she's got max intel, so that's not really gonna change much. I mean, I guess you could upgrade her to full foot soldier attack too, but I mean, I'm not gonna really use her much to attack. Much more use on defense and speed. So she's already quick enough, so I'm gonna buff her defense. Though once her defense is over 7, then it's gonna cost one more. It's gonna cost additional cost from your supply. So now that I've done that, now Senhime is at love affection with Rance, so you never have to worry about her ever leaving your army because you haven't been using her in battle. Sack there. It's time to capture Takeda. So now it seems like the demon army is going to invade us, which I honestly don't really want them to be perfectly honest with you, because honestly, look, take a look at this. Most of my important units have already been used, so you don't have to deflect these. But I mean, I've always taken it upon myself to you know, fight all of them. But I mean, if it turns out that, you know, I have to eventually face demon army, then their 5 rush blitz, then well, I gotta fight them. Nothing I can really do about that. These guys really aren't very threatening anymore. Actually, now that I think about it, that musketeer unit could do some serious damage to any of us. And considering that Moriteru's guard is only at 50%, any one of these guys could be hit. Well, luckily she blocked it, so. Yamo is going to debuff some of us. Not too important. I'll try assassinating this guy straight out. Alright, good. I'm pretty sure Rance can still one-shot this. Oh, are you kidding me? Because that defense buff? Yeah, asshole. Loot this guy. Move status, not that I really care. He's done. Might as well use Rance attack. Just choose through all of them. I'm pretty sure even Kenta Konami can finish this guy off. Yep, there he goes. Alright. So now let's see. Ooh, counter scroll. Alright, so they're just normally attacking. I'm going to retreat. Let's see if they... Yeah, they're still doing their 5 blitz or 5 rush blitz. Well, this is kind of a bitch. So what should we do? We could try reloading again and again in hopes that the demon army won't actually attack us with their 5 rush blitz. Though experience tells me that, you know, most of the time that's not gonna happen. So we're probably going to have to skip out on some of their battles. I mean, it's not. Of course, you have to remember, it's not like we need to fight them. We can just always retreat. But you just need to worry about, you know, how many territories you're gonna lose. So on top of that, they sent out a normal army battle at us as well. So it's they can technically 6 rush you on normal, which is brutal. I think there's counter squad out of that, so I'll be keeping that. So I'm not gonna bore you guys through it. Though I do kind of wish I could show you guys what the blitz battles are all about. Maybe at some point I'll be able to show you, but for now I don't think this is the run that I'm able to do that. So unfortunately, maybe in another true route walkthrough that I'll probably do later on when I'm bored or something, I'll be able to show you guys what the blitz is all about. But for now, it doesn't seem like that's gonna be the case, because we just don't have the troops for that. So yeah, but I suppose I will show you guys what they have if I'm able to scout them. So that's Shimazu Yoshikage. He is a guard unit. His unit is very similar to Moriteru's. Like, take a look at his lineup and take a look at Moriteru's. Or actually, you can't select the Moriteru right now, but he has Ally Guard plus Foot Soldier Attack. Well, Mori doesn't have Foot Soldier Attack too, but they both have Loot, Ally Guard plus, and Counter Attack too. So they are very similar to each other, and also on top of that, they both have 5 action flags. So Yeah, Shimazu Yoshihise, or Yoshihise? Yeah, I think it's Yoshihise, is very similar to Moriteru. In fact, in his character clear, he attempts to propose to Moriteru, but if you clear him, then Moriteru will refuse him and say that she loves Rance more, and that's how you get Shimazu Yoshihise's character clear. Or no, it's Yoshihisa, not Hisei. It's Hisa. So that's basically how. Anyways, that's basically the also, every single turn you'll see Yoshihisa's guard, Yoshihisa's woman, like something like that. There's always going to be at least one guard unit guarding the special commander there. So, I mean, the Shimazu brothers are kind of like Rance, in which they're all kind of players and they're all pimps and shit. So yeah, and needless to say, they're all tough enemies to fight. Yoshihisa is not too tough because he's a guard unit, and guard units aren't really that threatening to begin with. Though, because he has counterattack 2, he's got 7 attack, and he's got over 3,000 troops, it's kind of scary if you want to fight him. Like, pretty much the only commanders you can send to attack him are Yamagata Masakage, Baba Shoin, or any like ranged unit, you know? Or maybe Maeda Keiji, anyone who has really strong defense. But even then, they'll suffer like 200 damage, 200 troops in counterattack damage, which is like unheard of for Yamagata Masakage or Baba Shoin. So yeah, that's basically their lineup. We're gonna have to retreat from that. So now it's this guy's turn. Though now at this point, we can't allow them to capture that territory, so we need to fight them, unfortunately. So don't even bother. We're just gonna have to send everything we got at them. Oh, also, when you send out Kohime for the first time to fight against a demon army, Demon Xavier will try to kill Kohime, like pretending that he's her brother. Except Demon Xavier disappears. Oh, by the way, the defense BGM changes to ontology, which is pretty much the second best BGM in this entire game. It's unique only to only to the 6 rush blitz of the demon army. It also shows up in other routes as well, but this is the most memorable. So Shimazu Kazuhisa, okay, so this is bad. He doesn't have an attack buff, but he's got a speed buff. Okay, so think about this. Shimazu Kazuhisa has 8s in all stats, just like Yamagata Masakage. That means he's pretty much as fast as Yamagata Masakage. That's really bad. So, just saying. But first of all, we're going to attack this tactician, so that's all out of picture. Can't remember, nah. So thank God Kohime has enhanced initial guard, but yeah, Shimazu just took out like what 500 troops from Kohime alone. That's pretty bad. Like that's really bad. Kohime's only got 6 defense as well, so it's looking bad for her right now. Right now, I want to say we're gonna have to attack that warrior unit. It's just gotta happen. And God help us if Shimazu manages to land a hit on Tanegashima. If Tanegashima gets hit, it's GG for him. Okay, managed to eliminate that guy. Okay, good. So Kohime managed to block that as well. See, look how much counterattack damage he's taking. I mean, Kohime has very weak damage, but still. So we're gonna have to attack him with Baba Shoin so we can reduce the amount of damage he's taking. Though the fact that we are playing with battlefield effect of 20%, it does help a lot. So now the only 2 units that we need to take care of are Shimazu and this ninja unit. We'll try to eliminate him with the whirlwind boost from Sengoku, and he's done. Alright, so now he's done. Alright, he's done. Alright, it's good. They're attacking that unit or that country. Basically, we can't attack anymore. All our troops are done. Alright, so this is Shimazu Toshihisa. He's a musketeer unit. He's kind of like Tanegashima, where he has 2 action flags. He's also got 8s in all stats as well. So, needless to say, everyone from the Shimazu family is freaking tough. So yeah, he's also very fast. Needless to say. So, if you don't have anyone who's quick enough to guard out, then you can say goodbye to whoever he targets, unless it's a guard unit. Then yeah, even then he'll be able to wallop off like 1,000 troops easily off like Shibata, just because of the amount of troops he has. It's pretty scary. And lastly, we've got, or not lastly, I shouldn't say lastly. Hold on, can we scout? No, nah. Basically, this time we have Iehisa. He's a tactician. So he's kind of like these 3. He's got the worst. He's got similar stats to his brother. Who is it? What was it again? Yoshihisa. Yeah, Yoshihisa, the guard unit guy. Basically, the order that they come in is their age. So Yoshihisa is the oldest. Then is Kazuhisa. Then it's Toshihisa. Then it's Iehisa. Yeah, but Iehisa is not really that much a big threat. But, I mean, we don't have any troops to face him, so it's not like we can do much. So we have to resume this. On top of that, we need to lose 1 country. And then this is Agireta. She is a warrior unit. She surprisingly doesn't. She has 6/6 in attack and defense, but she's got 8/8 in intel and speed. On top of that, her move list is completely stacked, so she's incredibly dangerous, and she's a warrior unit as well. And she was a former leader of Amazon, which was a country that was originally that was there before Shimazu, before the Shimazu brothers came along and took over the country by basically seducing everyone and basically fucking everyone as well, including her. So yeah, and basically the dialogue there explains everyone. Yeah. So with that though, basically we can't do anything, so we had to let them take that country. This is the first time in a very long time that I've actually let Demon Army actually physically take over one of my countries, which is unfortunate. Now with that last, how should I say this? With that last event, that pre-turn event, this opens up Underground Mandarin Plantation. You need to do this within a set amount of turns, otherwise, the girl Miki, I think her name wasn't her name, because Miki is actually the true Demon King, or Demon Queen, but everyone calls her Demon King anyway. The Demon King in the Rance lore is the entity that controls all demons. In other words, if you let her out, if the Demon King comes out of Miki, then even Demon Xavier needs to obey the Demon King, because he's the Demon King, obviously. So you need to face her if she comes out. But the way to prevent that is to get these mandarins that she must eat so that she can control that. Oh, and ignore the search for Hirami lemons. The Hirami lemons are are the lemons that help Miki keep the Demon King in check, but this event doesn't do anything. You need to search them physically in a dungeon battle. But other than that, we're gonna have to replenish all our troops here, but because I don't want to have to pay 6k for that, voila. That was not an I used. On top of that, we're gonna have to dismiss Yukime as well, because we don't really need her anymore. So now, by this time, it's just waiting for Dokugainu to come along. Also, we'll finish off Takeda while we're at it. Because, I mean, we don't really have a need for them anymore. Also, one thing about the demon army is that the demon army, if they conquer a province like they did to us, then you can still use your operation permits as long as they don't attack Seika Nagato. Otherwise, you will lose the battle, and 3G will take away your permits, so you can't use them anymore, which sucks. Yeah, he's a bitch. You know what? For pure irony's sake, we'll just send out all the Takeda commanders. Hehehe. I'll send out Kashi. Why not? Look at that. They don't have any more troops. We just basically starved them to death, or we just basically killed off all the troops. This is like honestly, this was like overkill. We shouldn't have done this, but whatever. It's good to win battles without losing any troops. Now with that, Takeda family is conquered. We don't really need to worry about them anymore. We'll give them 100 more troops. Let me take a look at the cavalry troops right now. So okay, they're good. Other than that, we suppose. Oh, actually, what we're gonna do. Damn it! I shouldn't have sent them Moritaro, because what I was gonna do is give her some of these affection boosting items. Nonetheless, we shall. Izumo, right? Oh, I see. So I was thinking about Uruza's, her last name is Planeus though, but for some reason in Sengoku Rance, her last name isn't shown. But Uruza, I was just trying to recall how to complete her character clear, and I just remember you need to send Rance and Uruza together in the battle, but yeah, it's an H scene though, so. Other than that, I really don't know what to do. I'm just waiting for Dokuganer to come back. So in the meantime, I suppose I can just look for these action textbooks. This is really useful because they have these 3 textbooks. And they're all level 2, so they're really worth your time to try and find. Nah, we'll save off on that. Send those 2 out, so we just need 6 more. Who should we use the action texts on? Because I honestly don't know who we could use it on, really. Maybe the cavalry? I don't know. We need to use it on like a really fast unit though, so. Like I suppose we could use that on Uesugi Kenshin. Even though she's I mean, nah, not on Uesugi Kenshin. I think her having 3 action flags is perfect. You know what? We could use it on the Musketeers. We just might. Like Tanagashima, we could probably use it on him. In fact, we will. Where's the action flag? Alright, whatever. So now he has the exact same amount of flags, action flags, as does Yuzumi. Alright, so there we go. They're attacking. Let's see what happens when we send out Uruza and Rance together in the same battle. Keishi. Nora's okay. Not too sure about sending out Tori, to be honest. So yeah, I forgot to, I didn't realize just how quickly that H scene would come up, so I'm gonna have to go back and edit that so that you guys don't see it. In any case, there you see Agrietta, or Agrietta. And her passive skill is attack luck, which gives her a slight chance to start with an attack buff at the beginning of the game. So basically, if she attacks Rance, she could theoretically one-shot him, which doesn't sit well with me, obviously. Well, she did. So yeah, we're gonna have to start this game over. Bitch. Also, what we could do is we could also, nah, I don't know. Oh great! Now that I think about it, we need to, censor things again. Might as well. Alright, there we go, and stop. And after that debacle, we're back. And this looks to be a much more favorable battle for us. Man, that musketeer unit is really slow. Though these all ninjas are all somehow faster than my units. Well, actually, that's not really surprising, but nonetheless. Let's see, we'll have to attack the commander unit, or the musketeer unit first. Get rid of some of these ninja units as well. And, we'll just use regular tulip for now. That still does like a good 600 damage. So I'm pretty happy about that. Debuff him, and, I'll use Uruza to attack, because Uruza has 8 attack. Honestly, sometimes I feel like constantly using Uruza's accurate shots really lets Uruza's damage go to waste, but so, there you go. She can show you that she can still one-shot enemies pretty easily. There we go. Now I gonna buff him now. And, he should be dead. Might as well use Senima to attack, because I mean, that enemy tactician is not gonna do anything. All they're gonna do is just keep just constantly reduce our attack, but or they're just gonna take away our status effects. And honestly, just using two rapid fire is just gonna be like overkill, so screw that. Alright, and we win the battle. Well, she just got bitch slapped. Basically, Kurohime unsealed the rest of Demon Xavier's power. What the hell is that sound? Why is it coming now? And this is Miki's Demon King aura leaking out. So that's event is just there to tell you that you should kind of hurry up with the your events. Though I do need to get around to doing some events first, but I think you have at least like what three events or 3 turns that you have for Now we should recruit Nogiku right now. That sounds pretty pretty swell. Alright, there we go. Noiku is now recruited, and the last spot is reserved for Dokuganru. Maybe if we capture Agureta, then maybe we'll reserve that last spot for Agureta, but I don't know who's going to be our last commander. In fact, I'm going to do this. So now that Uruza's events are done, just thinking of what I could do now. Because all we need to do is just wait for Dokuganru to come along. Oh, that's right, I need Omachi. Damn it. So I'm not going to be able to get Agureta this run through, even if I wanted to. Well, that sucks. Well, in any case, I'll stop the recording here. I'll decide what I'll do from here on out in my next recording session. So yeah, thanks for watching, guys, and I'll see you guys later.